guys, what's up? HTG Brian here, back with more LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. This is level 20, stay on target, free play. We're gonna grab all of those mini kits and challenges. However, there is a moment in this video where we actually legit pause our gameplay and try to explain and break down what's going on, because there's a couple of spots that if you don't do what you're supposed to do, or maybe you do what you're supposed to do, it will advance the story or prevent you from getting what you need to. So, keep in mind, we do have quick links down below in the video description, but basically there's a couple of challenges. One is for doing a loop maneuver. I never did verify if we could do this without being targeted. You may be able to just spin 3 loops and get it good. There's also another one that has us destroy 10 turrets while doing the trench run. This is actually pretty key, as if you destroy too many things, it'll advance you past the trench run and you won't be able to get the items needed. Now, last but not least, there's also Vader flying around. We need to do a lot of damage on him, but we'll show you when and where to do that. All that aside, and you're ready to jump in, let's go ahead and choose Stay on Target Free Play and get to getting. Now, at this point of the trench run, I'm going to suggest you keep your finger off of the shooter button. That's right, no Shooter McGavin for you. We're going to go ahead and recommend that you control your bursts and look for what is a bunch of turrets. Now, they do not show up in the first 20 seconds, 30 seconds or so, so definitely just put it on cruise control and sort of float through here. Now, it does help to have the collectible detector on, as you can see that we already see a halo up there indicating there is a mini kit coming. Now, during this trench run, there is likely going to be a white TIE fighter. It's like a little micro fighter with a white, and there it is right there. We'll go ahead and shoot him down. Booyakashow, first mini kit. Now, the way these appear on your screen may be a little different, but here we are. We've officially made it into turret territory, as we're calling it. We need to take out 10 of these bad boys. It doesn't matter how you do it, and feel free to take my advice and smash right on into them too. But essentially, there are 15 things that you need to advance. So that includes turrets, the towers, the TIE fighters. You take out 15 of those and you advance. So make sure you're using your takedowns for the turrets. Now, hopefully that all made sense. Basically, just don't shoot anything but the turrets until you have them done did. Now, along this trench run, too, there is going to be sort of a floating mini kit. So you've got the one TIE fighter glowing white, and then you've also got just a random mini kit floating through the area. You likely got that on your story run, so it's quite possible if you don't see it now, that may be where it went or came from, something like that. All right, we've officially completed the task at hand, and we're still just sort of flying through the trench. You did notice that we got that challenge complete, and hopefully you did too. Now, again, it may require a couple of playthroughs on this level, and honestly, that's not the end of the world, as this level is super short. But for video purposes, we wanted to nail it all in one, so I actually had to give this a couple of goes before I got it all good. All right, here, it's going to transition us into the second sequence here, and we're going to be basically in another kind of a trench run. All we need to do is just take out, I believe it's 5 ties. And here it goes. It's going to transition by dropping a big old barrel or something on us. We're going to take the left path. I don't think it really matters which way you go, but we're going to stick to the left, take out the required ties. Oh, it looks like it's 7. So basically, just get your blast on. I've got the trigger pulled, and I'm just letting her rip. And of course, we've got 6 and 7 of them done did. Now, here in a second, it's going to transition us into the third area. We're going to hit the pause button and explain a few things. Oh, look at that. Good timing. So we've got the 2 challenges. One, clever flying for doing the 3 loops to break out of Darth Vader's targeting system. And also we have the that's not going to buff out, which is causing severe damage to Darth Vader's ship. Both of those need to be done in this section, and it's important to note that you should not take out the 4 small thermal exhaust ports, as that can and will advance the actual progress and prevent you from getting some of the mini kits and potentially challenges. All right, on that note, unpause. All right, we're going to start off on the far left side, real close on the wall next to us. Look at that, it's a little bit of a funny angle, but shoot that weird-looking icon on the wall, and it should reward you with a mini kit. It looks like a panel for a mini kit, but right now there are 4 sort of mushroom-looking satellites scattered around the outer wall here. We're going to take them down. They do have a couple of damage points, so you got to take him down once, and then twice, and third time just as nice. So it looks like there's 3 sections to those dying, and while we're doing that, flying around, we're also evading, working on our Challenge 3, Clever Flying. So, basically, as I already mentioned, you're not going to want to take out the 4 small exhaust ports with the proton torpedoes. And as long as you don't do that, you can fly around as long as you want in this area. Now, here is the 3rd and 4th mushroom satellite. We go ahead and take them on down, collect our Minikit, woo to the who. And you might have noticed there was a flying TIE fighter with a white halo glow around him in that same corner where we got that last satellite. And that is actually another TIE fighter that's going to reward you with the Minikit for taking him down. So having the collectible finder on helps. And you notice I did another roll there. In fact, I definitely recommend hitting L1 and R1 or whatever the button sequence is for you on the console you're playing on to do the rolls and actively get those done as soon as possible. Now, sort of over towards the far right side, kind of behind us right now, actually, is where you're going to find Vader flying around. Now that we've got our all 5 of our Minikits done, and we've got 2 of our 3 rolls, we just need to find Vader to take him down and do a significant amount of damage to his vehicle, as well as do 1 more roll to evade enemy attacks. So we're going to load up with a proton torpedo, and oh, there's Vader. You can tell it's him because he's got an extra strong red marker around him. And as you continue to shoot him, he doesn't explode. You gotta basically depleter his meter kind of a thing. And you can see I did enough damage that it actually rewarded me with the challenge. All right, so last but not least, we gotta take out these exhaust vents and do 1 more evading roll. And that should give us the final challenge. And so I'm going to pick up a proton torpedo and start making my progress at taking these exhaust ports out, because I don't want to have a whole bunch of stuff left to do once we get that final roll, which is coming up pretty soon. In fact, I think we take out another 1 more, because we already have 2 of them done So, and if, it should be noted, you could get 3 of these done and then hold on to that last one for quite a while, but it's also possible you might accidentally launch a proton torpedo and take it out too, so be aware of that. So I'm officially loaded up. I got my last torpedo needed, and I'm just waiting, just flying around, just lazily leaning to the left. Actually, I'm going to the right, but we're just waiting for that L1, R1 to pop up behind us, or actually right in front of us, so we can hit it and actually get our final spin, which it should be coming right about now. We're taking a lot of damage from behind, and there it is. Okay, so just be patient, and look at that. So it does not necessarily have to be Vader, I guess. That's what the challenge says, but in our case, I don't think Vader was attacking us, although most of our spins kind of happen right where we found Vader, too. So, all right, go ahead and deplete those exhaust meters, and it should queue us up for the final sequence here, where we just go to that little spot where the exhaust port is, where we drop 1 last torpedo in and make it go kablooey. Did you notice too I have a different ship? Like, I don't remember playing as this ship in my trial run. I feel like it did that weird wonkadoo shift to ship around again on me, like it did when we were loading, because this thing showed up when we were loading in here in Hoth a couple of games ago, a couple levels back. But anyways, all right, hey guys, hopefully you found this video helpful. It was kind of a wonky one, and I hope the pause sort of was good enough to explain what not to do so that you could do what you needed to do. All right, we are officially complete with Stay on Target, which is actually the final level in episode 4 too. So that's pretty exciting that we are almost to the halfway point of free play. Now we got all 3 of these challenges, Clever Flying, hope that's insured, and that's not going to buff out, giving us a Kyber brick, woo to the who. Next up, we got the Minikits too. Of course, we got them all. We got a couple in the trenches, right? We had those TIE fighters with the glowing white glow, and then we had the satellite, the mushroom satellites, and of course that one hiding around the corner there. So good stuff. Woot. All right, hey guys, that is going to go ahead and wrap it up for level 20, Stay on Target free play. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful. If you did, click that like button down below. Feel free to leave us a comment as well. In fact, HappyThumbsGaming.com is another place you could go check out and leave some comments and feedback for us, as we have trophy achievement guides and more. As for me, that's going to do it for now. As always, until next time, sup?